What is going on, everybody? So I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for the ones of you that's already seen information of this on someone else's channel right now. Thank you guys for coming back and clicking on this video. Helps out a lot just to see someone else's take on this one. So yeah, part 2 of the celebration is going to have a lot more content than part 1, and there's a lot of things confirmed pretty much through this right now that I agree with and I don't agree with. Probably a lot of things right now. One thing I don't agree with, and the thing is, looks like possibly no Kid Buu at all for part 2 of the celebration. So the LR is just going to be a Vegeta unit. Yeah, Vegeta unit, not Goku unit. There's some interesting things to go along with that Vegeta unit, and that's it. But I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for enjoying the video. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Now let's get into this. So the Kid Buu versus the Buuhan. It's there's a silly notion right here that is Dokkan battle Kid Buu versus Buuhan, and you have Dokkan generally likes to offer characters consistent with the timeline of the story, especially if it's really a Japanese version, and go along obviously yada yada with the global. So they have the Ultimate Gohan and stuff like that. Now, you naturally got Vegito versus Buuhan, and logically, you know, there'd be the presence of a Kid Buu in the Legendary Portal of the second part, but this is not the case. So yes, Kid Buu is not here. Now this is what I 100% disagree with what they go through and on Dokkan and what he says about how he got to admit that the choice to exclude Kid Buu does not seem to be to him be so bad. Now to me it does, but indeed there's several reasons which to clarify the choice. First, the character suffers too much from the comparison with Buuhan. Releasing Kid Buu 2 weeks after Buuhan would lead to endless debate, obviously pretty much saying less strong than they're going to make Kid Buu less strong than Buuhan and stuff like that, and then he'd be pretty much dead on arrival in the game. Otherwise would ignite a Kid Buu versus Buuhan, you know, thermonuclear war. I don't agree with that, and the reason why I don't agree with that is because you had the 5-year anniversary that was Gogeta versus Vegeta, and that was a dual fest, and then you come right after for the worldwide celebration, the 350 million download celebration, and you have not Kid Buu, but Buu Tinks and Super Vegito. So technically Buuhan, Super Vegito. So you released another Vegito right after of a Vegito Blue. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just where the logic fails on that one, and that's because, yeah, you can say, oh, Vegito's more hyped than obviously the Buu cards and Kid Buu. I get that. I 100% agree with that. But that there's no debate on, there's no thermonuclear debate on which Vegito's better right now. Everyone's just worried about, you know, running these two on the same team and stuff like that, and going along with that. That's what everyone's worried about. And no one's really worried about it. I think the real reason why we ain't seen no damn Kid Buu, at least no LR Kid Buu in part 2 right now, is because the fact that Kid Buu will probably push the Buuhan team, that whole Majin team, over the edge, and they would be extremely better than probably just about any other team out there. Because right now I run that Majin Buu team, and if you run the Majin Buu team, you know how good they are, especially if you got Link 10s, you've been grinding the Link 10s, you know how good that team is. So adding another LR to the category, which let's just go ahead and say right now doesn't really have that much going for it right now. The reason why I'm going to the JP side is because obviously JP has more of the units and stuff like that, so you'll be able to get more of a aspect on it. So as you can see, one LR, you got Cell, which is not obviously a Buu for that whole synergy. You got LR, Cell again, but not another Buu. Like, look how limited that category story is. Like, yeah, Super 17's in there and stuff, but there's no other, you know, Buu LR in there. So that's what I'm throwing out there. That's why I'm saying that whole thing right here is just kind of ridiculous, because let's be honest, a lot of people wanted an LR Kid Buu. Not everyone, but a lot of people wanted an LR Kid Buu. So I think that whole notion is ridiculous about this thermal nuclear war that would be happening between which Kid Buu and Buuhan is better or whatever. I don't think that's the case. But he pretty much goes on to say right here that maybe the reason why they're not doing it is because they finally want to show him off as an exclusive Dokkan Fest that he deserves, you know, like later on. And even then, I can tell you right now that he would have to be extremely busted, and he would have to have some of the best animations to get a lot of people to summon for that Kid Buu, whether it's LR or just a Dokkan Fest. Because we already got the intelligence one that's going to be very good once Link 10's happen. He already hits like a truck, so Link 10's on the team, very good. And then once he gets his Easy A, would be insane. So I don't understand the notion here. I honestly thought that it would be a like Bibbidi and Kid Buu. That way it'd be like a, you know, maybe a mechanic to where he kills Bibbidi and then he's just Kid Buu after that. That way you can still run the physical Kid Buu on the same team. But in my personal opinion, I think Bandai's like, whoa, no, that's too busted. We got to make sure that the Vegito category and all that stuff looks better right now. Which, not even really the Vegito category, it's just the Battle of Wits category. So I'm going to assume that's why, because let's be honest though, this category is low-key sort of stacked. So I'm just saying that. But anyway, so we have the Prince of the Rescue. Now this is very interesting because it is they're all talking about the LR and stuff like that, and then the Vegeta. So this is, yeah, Vegeta confessing his veneration for Goku during the final fight, which we all know was pretty much leaked a couple days ago and stuff like that, where we got to see all that from Dokkan and stuff. But down here is when things get really interesting, because all this is, on the other hand, this it is not a Switch card, it seems to me. So, but Goku is, you know, pretty much present in the background of the LR. So it looks like it might be just Vegeta LR and Goku's in the back, and then with this one in part. So pretty much the Goku's only, you know, interacting with super attack mechanic and active skill mechanic. So yeah, there would be two mechanics that he'd be going through, which is active skill. He's a buff, and of course the attached super attack to launch the ladder. You'll be able to pretty much play with Vegeta and another card whose name includes Goku from the Buu arc to be able to execute a joint attack with the two characters. So you see how they sort of put in that any Goku that's from the Buu arc. So as long as it's a Goku and it's from the Buu arc, you'll be able to do that executing, because they can't, in Japan, they can't release two units that have to work together to do something. Like, it's against the law. So the reason why they're like, okay, you can use any one of those, including the older units, is because of this one. So pretty much, if you don't have Goku and Vegeta, because again, it does work with the LR Goku and Vegeta from part 1. So if you don't have them and it's just this Vegeta, you'll be able to run the Intelligence Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 3, you should be able to run him to get this off if you go for the unit. Now this is what about the content right here. So it looks like there is a lot of content, again, what they're talking about, and I can't remember if I went over it. No. Okay, so this is approximately what it is for part 2. That was a couple of things up here, which another big thing I forgot to say, I can't remember if I've already went over it or not on this article, but it seems like Majin Buu, not Majin Buu, but LR Majin Vegeta is going to have his super attack revamped. So a lot of the naysayers out there that was pretty much talking about, no, they ain't gonna do it, when I've been talking about this for a while and how it'd be a very interesting thing if they did that, looks like they're going to do it. So LR Majin Vegeta is going to have his super attack revamped, and I can't wait for it because I do have him, and he's probably going to be very, very, very beautiful super attack animation. I'm just going to go ahead and say that his 18 key super attack is going to be absolutely amazing. So there's a lot to do with that one. Again, if you need to pause and look at the articles and stuff like that, feel free to do so, by the way. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. If you need time to look through articles, definitely do so. But Going back to notably for part 2, this should be the Super Battle Roads finally. So Extreme Super Battle Roads, the awakening of the free-to-play units. We should get the ZLR for campaign for Mr. Satan, and then there should be a global campaign with the Time 1 Goku. Oh, so it should be like a winner Goku or Vegeta yeah, to lose. So either this is gonna be like a global versus JP thing where we'll have like a Goku and then a Vegeta, because again, we haven't got that unit already. We haven't got those units already for this one. We pretty much just got the Hercule and Goku that was actually in the event. So that's cool. And then obviously we'll have the story event, adding a couple more stages to it so we can get the medal. So awaken the free-to-play Goku and Hercule. And there should also be a ZTUR at that point. You cannot confirm anything. So yeah, there should be something about another, you know, TUR getting an easy 8. So understandable, that's great. Again, more content. Looks like just through this right now, there's going to be a lot more content to do for part 2. And then in terms of the dates, we should see September 15 through 16 at the start of the second part, from 14 to 15. This will obviously be a data download. Yeah, so download data by then. So we should get some data download, and then everything should pop off pretty much around that time. So right now it is the 12th. So tomorrow's Sunday the 13th, and then Monday's the 14th. So yeah, Tuesday being the 15th seems about right how everything should pop off. So this gives everyone enough time to go back, and I'm saying right now, go back and farm out units that you don't already have, Easy 8 and stuff like that. With the Goku, well, farm the Goku and Hercule, you know, and get them sort of, I guess, one rainbow and stuff like that. Get them rainbow and all that. That way you can have enough time on your hands, or you know, the dreaded link leveling up. You can do that as well, maybe some other units and stuff like that. But for right now, that's pretty much all we have, the confirmation of things right now. So once this pops up around the 15th, is going to be great. That means content back on Global Dokkan Battle, and it can stop being dry. But other than that, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with your boy, watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live and put up more videos. Have an awesome day / night. You guys at in the world, be safe, God bless, and I'm out. Peace.